Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. Today we're going to be talking about the tree principle and the flower principle. I mentioned these in some of the prior videos, and I feel like I need to really just give a better explanation of the tree principle. And since I'm talking about the tree principle, I'll go ahead and explain the flower principle as well. Okay, the tree principle. If you look at a tree, and like I said, I've mentioned these in other videos, but I'll try to give a little more explanation. If you look at a tree and watch how it grows, a tree grows very slowly, almost imperceivable on any given day. Maybe a spring day, you might be able to tell it's growing a lot just because it went from nothing to a little something. But typically it's imperceivable. And so notice what happens. It grows a little bit. It doesn't destroy what it already built and just builds upon it. And it grows slowly. And it doesn't look like it's doing much in any given time period, probably even a year. However, when you give it 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, it's huge. And so that's what the tree principle is all about, long-term success. Like I've said before, Mother Nature's already given you a perfect example of long-term success in a tree. I mean, there's very few things that I know of that demonstrate long-term success better than a tree. And it's amazing. And what you should do is go outside and actually look at a tree. Actually look at it and ponder, how did it get there? Think about how it grew. Forget all the science. Put all that stuff out of your mind. You're just thinking about it, asking questions. Let your own intuition work. You don't have to depend upon science for every little understanding. You don't want to use science as a crutch not to think. Okay. So one of the things that you should take away from the tree too is keep your changes small. You know, the small changes that are in the right direction you can keep. Even if you're heading in the right direction, still move slowly. I mean, the tree's heading in the right direction, it just heads slowly. And it's pretty interesting to see the tree principle working. We had a big ice storm back in January, and it was interesting. There was this woman planted 4 trees at the same time. 3 of them grew real fast, and one of them grew a little slower than all. They're identical kind of tree. The 3 that grew real fast broke. The one that grew slow didn't break at all. It's completely still there. And I thought that was funny. And you notice that too with pine trees. Trees that grow quickest usually snap the easiest too. So again, you want to grow slowly, make small changes, because when you make small changes, you can experience the changes and you see the consequences of them. And since you see the consequences, you start learning. And really, the whole concept behind making progress is learning, and learning, just keep on learning, have ways of learning. So if you make small changes, you're going to learn. If you make a bunch of big changes, you're all over the place. You can't determine what did what. It's sort of like, you see it in science too. They keep everything the same and they change one little thing. It's the same kind of principle, except applied in your own life. Okay, the flower principle. The flower principle basically is showy results that don't lead to much. Showy results that don't last. So examples of showy results. So let's talk about the flower. Look at how a flower grows. Flower grows real quick. Looks real pretty. Dies. Next year it does the same thing. It never really builds upon itself. It just, it just does that over and over. It doesn't even, so it's not really, if you're wanting to succeed in life, if you want long-term results, watching a flower it's not the way to go. A flower looks more beautiful than a tree, but it doesn't really produce results. So now let's get on with some examples of the tree and flower principles in real life. I go to the gym a lot, and I see the flower principle all the time in the gym. January 1, people come in there, they haven't been exercising, they want to start an exercise routine. They're going gung-ho. They're making a lot of results real quick. Come February 1, they ain't in the gym no more. They've either burnt themselves out from lack of energy, or they've got an injury now because they're trying to be like they were when they were kids, and so now they're not coming back to the gym anymore. What they should have done, using the tree principle, is just say, you know what, I haven't been doing anything. I want to make a small change in the right direction. So what they should have done is come in, walked a mile, went out, and done it every day for a month, and see what the results are. And then they're able to maintain. If they're able to maintain it, kick it up maybe 2 miles, or a mile and a half. Baby steps, just add small things so you can adjust and cope with it. Okay. Relationships. This is the flower principle. Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson. Oh, passion galore. 6, 7, 8 months, 9 months, whatever. Boom, it's over. Stay away from each other a while. Boom, do it all over again. Boom, away. Back together. Boom. You see that? So you want, in any relationship you're in, you want to make small changes. You don't want to go too fast. Take a baby step. Really build the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to get ahead of yourself. And this applies basically in everything. I mean, you look at politics. How do they get movements going? You know, if a politician has something they want done, they try to make a baby step towards it, and they keep baby stepping until it's there. And you know, people try to ramrod a bunch of stuff real quick, never succeed because you just can't. It ain't the way it works. Baby steps. If you want lasting results, go outside and just go outside and look at a tree. Ponder it. It's amazing how much you can learn from a tree if you just watch and listen and learn. Just watch, ponder. Don't have to have the answer. Just ask questions about how did it do that? Why does it do that? Be amazed at what you can learn. As always, folks, upper right-hand corner is a link to my blogs. You can go check those out. Now think about what I've told you, and then more importantly, go live it.